Hey there, Heather. Hello, there's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to another ASG Golf tournament. We are live from Turnberry. We're doing the 4060s tour, the August tournament at Turnberry, which is a match play, obviously. And in this format, 12 American golfers and 12 world golfers go toe to toe. They were randomly selected, and they'll face each other in what they call the Ryder Cup / President's Cup style tournament, in which, there will be one team that wins and one team that loses. The winning team, right now, the Americans look good against the World All Stars. Now, here's the thing: the Americans win. So the top competitor in the 5 singles matches for the U.S. as of right now, well, there's a 5-way tie with Palmer, Demerit, Burrows, Snead, and Harbert. Should the Americans win, and they only need 4 points to do it, they will be going. Whoever the top American player is, that person will get a automatic trip to the year-end tournament at Augusta on New Year's Day 2026. And whoever's the top world player, and right now that's Roberto Di Vincenzo with 3.5 points, with Charles and Devlin only half point back. Then Di Vincenzo would get a trip to the backdoor tournament, which means second place. But you can still win any other tournaments, like in the next 4 months, but that just gives you a wild card chance. So we're going to be looking at the final match between Arnold Palmer and Roberto Di Vincenzo, because that's kind of the setup. Whoever wins will get the trip to either Augusta or the backdoor tournament. And by the way, none of the 24 golfers could have won a tournament. So the first 7 months, winners were not eligible to compete. So, all right. So let's get going. Americans need 4 wins to automatically qualify. Where's the final matchup? Is Palmer Di Vincenzo. This is for either a trip to Augusta, as I said, or a trip to the backdoor tournament. And winning the backdoor tournament isn't that bad of a deal. Jason Day, I think 2 of the 3 winners, previous year-end winners, didn't win in their years. They got through on the wildcard tournament. The 6 wildcards per tour. So the 12 monthly winners in the 6 wildcards, 18 per tour, 72 golfers. Di Vincenzo, 4 tours. Di Vincenzo, that's not half bad. For par. Puts it in. That puts Palmer, pressure on Palmer. He needs his putt, and he flubbed it. He had a chance to win the hole. Now, unlike most match play tournaments, we have 3 other match play tournaments: January, April, and December. The match plays for that, it's 128 people going for one spot. We go like through rounds and all that, like one-on-one. It's not like a team competition, if you will. This one's different. We decided to make it a little bit different, and I think it's done pretty well. It's given players a team effort for the hole. Shot by a foot. Di Vincenzo puts it in. And guess what? Palmer will have to. Oh, and Bob Hamilton already has beaten Bernard Hunt by 6. So, well, what happens is that, the lowest point total of each team face each other first and all that, because they're basically there for the points. I'm just here for the riot, as they say. Down the right hand side, both these guys. Palmer. Di Vincenzo. Up right there. Wind is pushing down 51 feet. Not gonna make it. He figures that Palmer's not gonna make it. Oh, the left shot better went in. Huh. Okay, you got it. Cool. All right, 1 to 4. Palmer up and yeah. Whoops. Oh, that almost landed in the out of bounds area. Di Vincenzo went straight down the middle. It may have missed by a bit, but at least it didn't have the chance to go right left. Roberto's going to putt for the hole, and he has to. Oh, a chest drop. Did you see that? Well, Farrier beat January, so that's a win for the internationals. Good job by Farrier. Di Vincenzo into the rough. Palmer on the left side. So one went left, one went right. On 5. Oops. Geese. Roberto. Green buggies. For the hole. Up by a foot. Okay, so it will. Palmer for the hole. It's up by a foot. Defensive for part. Oh, brutal miss. So Palmer now takes the lead. Palmer takes the lead. On to 6. Up and over. Defensenso. Up and off. Birdie. Off by 2 feet for the hole. He missed. There's a double par. On to 7. The only par 5 on this course. Yeah, Turnberry only having 2 par 5s. A normal course has 4. Both hit bunkers. So both will have to take careful second shots. It doesn't matter if it's like a birdie or par play. You just have to do it in fewer strokes than your opponent. Defensenso, off by 5. Arnold, up and bump and run. Not bad. Could have been better for the bird. Donuts. Palmer for the hole. Better. Virgo beats Nagels. That's 2 for the Americans. Casper beats Alice, so that's 3. One more American win, and that will be it. And we now know who will be the top American. I know there's a 5-way tie for 3 points, and Arnold Palmer goes last. But because of his cred, and I believe he did better than Sam Snead in a sense, it will actually be hard and all that to pick between Palmer and Snead to move on a tournament. I mean, who do you pick? You could always go with a double winner, and then that means that September's tournament in Toronto will mean whoever wins gets to be runner-up. Palmer for the hole. Oh. Defensive for par. He needs this, and he bobbles it. And Palmer should be able to win it. And Dave Marby, Dylan Henning, so game, set, match, Americana. So we know that, well, Palmer wins, then he's got the trip. It will actually be hard on Sam Snead. It's like, well, the question now is like Palmer or Snead and all that. Well, I can tell you that neither Palmer or Snead have had a top 2 finish this year. So yeah, it's gonna be hard to pick because one of these guys will get screwed. And I don't want to go to Canada and say whoever wins the tournament will go to the wild card. They won't get the trip to Augusta for the hole. Again, Arnold Palmer. But I mean, Arnold Palmer against Roberto Defensenso, you gotta have the battle of the 60s. That's kind of why also subconsciously I wanted Palmer Defensenso and not Snead Defensenso. It's because it'll be the battle of the 60s players. Roberto, if he loses, would need some mistakes by both not Casper, the key Bob Charles and Bruce Devlin. Because those guys will be trying to chase and take second place for birdie. Misses for the hook. Oh, what a miss. Yeah, Roberto's head to it. Now, Roberto's like, okay, I lose this match. That means that I'm in the loser's bracket, right? No. It means that you can still get taken over. There's 2 people who could ruin your day. Pretty much you win, you get your spot. 46 feet. Well, he's down by 4. He's got to try. He's like, I have to try. Now you're down by 4 with 8 to play. You have to play gamble. Right? Hogan beats Knudsen, but he doesn't have enough points to front it. Demerit beats Bob Charles. That's actually good news for Defensenso because Bob Charles was threatening to take over from Roberto for points, and that would have given Charles the chance to get the runner-up spot and go to the runner-up tournament at worst. Roberto? I mean, nothing against Bob Charles. He's a pretty good golfer. He's one of the rarities. A lefty winning a major. Actually, it's a lot. Homer. Defensenso Yeah, 82 feet. He's going to putt. You might as well try. Oh, you're down by 4. Now you're down by 5 with 6 to go. Thompson beats Middlecoff. Big win for Thompson, so at least there's something happy to have on there. I don't think he would be chasing the second place. I don't know if there could be a match right now. Palmer wins on 13, it's over. There might be a few matches that are still going on and all that. We might as well just end it there. We do have to have the selection video for the Glen Abbey, like to set up the September tournament in Canada, which will be a major. Arnold Palmer for par. Oh, we missed. Just for Roberto. And he can't put it in. He goes half and just right. Oh, yay. Balding wins, beats Harbert. Bobby Locke beats Borals. Well, all Palmer has to do is tie a hole. He doesn't have to win any holes. He just can't lose any holes. Roberto will have to go clean sweep and get half a point. Up and over. Pretty. Too much. DiVincenzo. So ties the hole and wins by 5. So Arnold Palmer is automatically going to be given the trip. There's one more match left. Yeah, there's one match left. So Palmer will get the trip. But Sam Snead's also winning. But, well, Arnold Palmer crushed the tar out of the guy. So you got to give Palmer his flowers. Okay, whatever. Yeah, so Palmer clinches the spot. There's one more matchup left. Snead versus Devlin. Yeah, Snead versus Devlin is the last matchup. And this actually, Roberto needs this win, I think, right? Yeah, Roberto needs it. Roberto actually needs Snead to win because then that means that he gets the runner-up spot. Snead? Oh, wow. I thought he was going to hit the burn. Or the river. We burn. For the match. Off by 6. Devlin needs his par putt. Nope. Devlin Snead should win the match. Wow, he didn't. Now Snead, no big deal. All he's got to do is win or tie at the next hole. This hole or the next hole. On the par 5, Devlin bobbles it. Snead, just stay clean. Don't have to do anything selfish. Birdie. Off by 4. Snead for the match. Snead cleans up Devlin, and Sam Snead does the job. And the Americans win 34.5 to 25.5. They do win 8 of the 12 matchups. Hamilton, Virgo, Marr, Casper, Hogan, Demerit, Snead, and Palmer. Ferrier, Thompson, Balding, and Locke win for the World Team by stats. Palmer, Demerit, and Snead all won 4 matches. Balding did pretty good for Canada, 3 out of 5. Knudsen 1.5 points. Bernard Hunt, the only player without a point. So anyway, Palmer, Demerit, Snead. Of course, it'd be like, well, yeah. Well, Palmer, that's his 3rd title. Demerit, that would have been Demerit first, right? Oh, sorry, 40. Demerit, Snead. I think Snead's won tournament. Snead's won 3 tournaments, and Demerit has never won a tournament. But yeah, it was Palmer or Snead. But I think because Palmer had 2, and Snead had 3 wins. So yeah, Palmer, Demerit, Snead all with 4.5 points. Locke and DiVincenzo and Locke tied at 3.5. But because of the fact that I did put DiVincenzo last, so Roberto DiVincenzo will take 2nd place ahead of Bobby Locke. So yeah, DiVincenzo will go to the backup tournament. He can still win in September, October, November, or December, and get into Augusta, but he'll get into the wild card tournament. Arnold Palmer, Arnie's Army. I know it was Palmer or Sneed, but that wasn't so easy. But yeah, because in a sense, because Palmer won 2 tournaments, Sneed won 3, and Palmer won the fewest, so we'll give Palmer his third. So Arnold Palmer gets a trip. I feel so bad for Stan Sneed. In a sense, I might just give Sneed a wild card spot at worst, but you never know what can happen. All right, so stroke play, Canadian Open 2025, G for Glen Abbey. There it is. All right, and select everybody, all 145 members. There's not a member. Oh shoot. Shit. For the 70s, 90s, I didn't even realize that Duvall is disqualified because he's won 2 tournaments. Shit. TLTL. Yeah, nobody in the 40s, 60s have been a double winner. Stenson's a double winner. Oh, sorry, Stenson's a double winner? In a sense. Right? Okay. Well, yeah. So everyone is allowed to compete. And because this is a major style tournament, it's a top 40 in ties on the weekend, not top 70 in ties. All right. So Canadian Open. Yeah. Okay. So groups, and the winner was Palmer. What group is he in? 30. I predict Dwayne March is there too, but Palmer is in number 39. He's way down there. He's with Sarnhard and Tanessa. I see Mo Norman with Sifford and Bezelet, Knudsen with Rosberg and Hamilton, Balding with Brewer and Barron. But yeah, Tanessa, Sarnhard, and Palmer will be there. And we will worry about DiVincenzo and his group on the Friday. And that will be where is Roberto DiVincenzo? Is he not in? Should be in. Did he not get in somehow? DiVincenzo. D.I. Vincenzo. Is he not? Did he not get in somehow? That's impossible. Roberto DiVincenzo. Check for an Argentine flag. There's third up. Oh man, don't. Yeah, there he is. DE 14. DE. Yeah, but there he is. But where's the thing? Oh, I guess because it's lowercase or something. Oh, because it's lowercase, they put it lower. Okay, yeah, DiVincenzo with Rees and Palmer. Okay. So we got the Canadian Open all set up, ready to go. And, we'll have fun next month. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm Jeff Diamond. Odu.